It's something many of us do every day without thinking, crossing the street. The city of Ithaca responds to a pedestrian accident on average every 5 days. Jack Sears spoke with city and county leaders about how they are trying to fix the problem.
It happened in an instant.
I basically bounced off her fender or hood, found myself on the ground. I was in a bit of a daze when I came to, and my finger was severed. It was still hanging on, but it was bent in the wrong direction, and blood was everywhere.
Duxon Wem was riding his bike in July 2017 when he was struck by a car. The collision happened at the intersection of West Court Street and North Meadow Street in downtown Ithaca. Wen suffered a broken finger from the incident.
Came to with, this part of the skin ripped and the bones broken in 3 places, 2 places in the metacarpal, and so required pins to keep the finger together, stitches to close up the wound. That was about 2 months of healing.
Wen serves on the city's Common Council as an alderperson for the 2nd Ward. He said he is still surprised by the number of pedestrian and cyclist collisions happening each year.
We're thought of as a bike and pedestrian-friendly city, but my experience and other people's experience indicates that we have a long way to go, and there are a lot of people who won't bike because they don't feel safe, and they would feel safe with protected bike lanes or lower speed limits or better enforcement of traffic laws.
Documents obtained show that the Ithaca Police Department has responded to more than 50 pedestrian crashes this year. 2017 saw 71 pedestrian collisions in the city. In the 9 years before 2017, Tompkins County reported 345 crashes involving pedestrians. Of those, more than 3/4 resulted in injuries, and more than 1/3 occurred on what the county qualifies as dark roads. This intersection of North Aurora Street and East Seneca Street in downtown Ithaca saw the most pedestrian accidents from 2008 to 2017. The leading cause of pedestrian accidents in Tompkins County is vehicles failing to yield for pedestrians. Fernando de Aragon is the chair of the Tompkins County Transportation Council. He takes data from pedestrian and bike crashes and helps suggest improvements across the county. He notes that the population of an area often contributes to fatality rates.
So we get more accidents in the urban area. However, the more severe accidents are in the rural areas. So there's a lot of fender benders downtown, but when you get to the rural areas, you get more severe and serious injury and death accidents. And the reason is that cars are going faster in rural areas than they can and do in the downtowns.
Kent Johnson is a junior transportation engineer with the City of Ithaca and has worked on projects that focus on sidewalk and bicycle safety. He believes the way to prevent these crashes is to educate drivers on the impact speed has on pedestrians and cyclists.
The best thing that could be done, and it's within all of our power to do it, is just to drive slower and pay attention. Distracted driving nationwide, worldwide, seems to be the biggest safety problem. People need to just pay attention, slow down, and not be looking at their mobile device. They need to interact with their environment where they're driving.
After being involved in the collision, Wen says it has opened his eyes to the need for safer driving and infrastructure improvements across the city. He hopes that people are not scared to ride a bike or walk throughout Ithaca.
One of my colleagues on council said that it discouraged him from getting on a bike. So what I hope it doesn't do is make people fearful. You should be aware. There are ways in which the crash wasn't my fault, but there are ways in which I could have maybe mitigated that happening.
Coming up after the break, we hear from investigative reporter Matt Ristino about a fire last January in Ithaca College's East Tower.